Setting this up. Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday. The 16th of May. Kind of scrambling to get stuff set up here.
We're always scrambling.
So exciting.
Scrambling? I'm sure it's raising my what do you cut? Is it
Your
cortisol?
cortisol.
And then that's like ruining my heart and my brain. And someday that's stress, right? Cortisol is your stress. Good morning. You ladies and gents wrote so many amazing memories with your grandmother, your mom, your aunts, your kids.
This is totally.
And no, I did not get biscuits and gravy. I didn't.
It's coming up.
We tried to get biscuits and gravy, and they weren't doing takeout, and the wait was like, I'm sure it was like an hour and a half, and that is too long to wait for food.
Jeannie did, however, get the sewing room about 90% done. It's
Michelle,
pretty awesome.
It is amazing. So Sage got here last night, and I tried to configure it, and I was like, this is the best. There's nothing better I can do with it. And Sage is like, let's just try.
It was like playing Tetris.
And we did, like, she's like, you're not going to know if you don't try it. And I didn't want to try, but I knew she was right. So I was like, okay, let's just do it. So we worked something where it like came into the room, and then because I had it like in a long row, and then we just went back to the long row, but we stuck my serger like in a spot I never thought it was really going to work, and it made all the difference, and it opened up so much room. But the furniture, I think what makes it so amazing is you can configure it. And not only can you configure it, like I have these two cabinets that slide underneath one of the leaves. Well, or no, if you take, like, if this is my table and this is the leaf, that's not very good.
We're gonna let's do this in our video. I'm gonna show them a picture of the room, how it is currently set up. But let's save our conversation for because we can talk about the furniture forever.
We started recording it, and so we actually recorded like more of the breakdown. I almost wished we did something last night when Sage and I were moving everything around, because I thought that was like,
well, so the challenge
there were so many options.
The challenge with that was, and just to call it what it is, like we talked about setting the camera back up and continuing the film, but like there were so many iterations, and it was literally over 48 hours.
Yeah, it was like, and there were times where I was just sitting there putting away like rickrack.
Well, I mean, that stuff, that stuff wasn't going to make sense. But the biggest challenge was, like, there were hours sometimes between different configurations. And so, we will have a video, and we're going to do a long video about, how setup goes, what we love about it.
I think I'll walk you through the pieces that I have.
And like, what's amazing is when you really sit down and look at the furniture, like the setup and layout of the furniture, like it becomes so apparent how much they understand the needs of their customers. Like, because there were features that the cabinets had that you weren't even aware of. Like,
yeah, like if my little cabinet, I can abut it, and it's like everything is perfect. Everything is at the same level, but I can open up my leaf, and then I can take the lid off my cabinet and slide it under. Like things like that where I just thought
You laugh, that's kind of gimmicky, and then when you see it, you're like,
it was gimmicky. I thought it was
like it's revolutionary.
I thought it was brilliant.
It's revolutionary.
It was like,
And
wow,
that's a new feature.
because I can put this next to or I can put it under. And I don't feel like don't get me wrong, I love my koala cabinet, but once it's set, it's kind of set. And this is like modular. So, I mean, Sage was like doing things like moving because she was like, we could just take this cabinet and just put it over there in that corner and do stuff with it, where I could never like pull apart my koala. My koala's my koala. And I loved my koala.
Somebody asked, do you have a before and after? Yeah, the before and after we definitely have. The part that we're missing that we talked last night about, like, it would have been nice to have that, was just kind of like a time lapse of how easy it is. Cause like you're going from this one massive cabinet to 5 cabinets.
Yes.
And so you've got all these different configurations, and it's awesome. Like I walked down this morning, like I knew the girls were working on it last night, or the women, excuse me.
I'd like
were
to be
working
a girl.
on it last night. But the reality is, like I said, there'll be a whole video, and part of that video will be the before. You'll see aspects of the breakdown, aspects of just the setup, like, and how easy it is to move the furniture. And I can't express how important that is as the guy that moved the furniture in and out of the house. I can't express what a big deal that is. It took us 4 guys to get the koala out of the,
because it's like 400 pounds.
It was one of me getting all of the cabinets into the house.
Yeah.
And so even the design of the boxes and how the boxes slide off, and how, I mean, Pat designs them so that they can be rolled upstairs. Each box is designed so that one person can actually roll the box upstairs. And some of the larger cabinets that may be more challenging.
I would roll it and then it'd be like, and then
they're the unique sewing furniture cabinets. I mean, the quality of the lacquer, they're beautiful.
It's really beautiful.
I mean, they're really beautiful.
I got rid of the storage. Is pretty amazing because the drawers extend all the way out, and they're not deep. I want to like maybe what, I'd prefer it this way. I find deep drawers, stuff gets lost. So it's a combination of thin and medium, and then maybe they were just thin and medium, but I haven't even filled all the drawer space, and I got rid of a whole bunch of just like knick-knacky stuff, like knick-knacky rolly, like tons of
there
stuff
was like tons of like shelving and drawers that were really taking the where the new cabinets. So this is
pretty messy. It's still pretty messy.
Is it? No.
They're unique. UNIQUE. Look up unique sewing cabinets. And Pat has a lot of he has a
so lot. That is Jeannie's.
I wish you'd gotten more there.
Well, like, how about we just do like,
can we crop it? Can you make it bigger?
Trying. What? Hang on. Oh my God. Are you serious?
It's okay.
This is, forget it. This is, so you guys have heard us talk about the fact that sometimes the software changes, like our software has changed. And so I've been struggling a little bit this morning to, what in the world is going on?
It's okay. Just do it later.
Right. But I have to be able to do this for the, I have to be able to do this for the drawing.
Oh, okay.
So the interface for our software has changed again, and like as I was trying to set it up this morning, I realized, what in the world? How about that?
I know there's still a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of, but it's probably like how many from the smaller cabinets on the end all the way over. I have so much countertop space, and you know how important countertop space is. So, I still need to purge. Yep, I can see I still need to purge. And there's so much room underneath, and there's so much like my serger. I like
mean, the
my
biggest thing is how much you fit in the drawers. Like you've gone from like a lot of knick-knacky stuff to
I had a lot of like
you have
containers
12
here and
new
containers
drawers.
there, and so the drawers are super, super nice. Yeah, I think we'll just do like a tour once it's like all done.
And that video is gonna post tomorrow.
I don't.
We like it needs to get done. It needs to get done. So we're gonna do it tonight because tomorrow I have something else I need to do tomorrow night. So it's happening
gonna get
tonight.
posted this week.
We promised them last week it'd
I
be on
know.
Wednesday.
I know.
We're gonna do the follow-up video tonight, and then I'm editing and getting it done before I go to bed. Because if we don't, it's not gonna happen.
It takes me, ladies, I mean, I'm working all day, probably till like 6, and so then we're gonna get it all done, and then get it edited, and then get it up.
I'm gonna get it done.
That means I have to get everything done in like
we
2
don't have
hours.
to get everything done. We just have to show them the room, the new version of the room, and we're going to talk about the stuff we love about the cabinets. You obviously ready to do it because you were already talking about it.
But I'm not like ready.
We're going to be ready.
That's not you being ready. That means me being ready.
Right.
Yeah, ladies, how much do you love being pressured and by somebody who's not doing the work and doesn't understand the work that you have to do?
It's got to be done. We're going to get done. So anyways.
Okay. So, well, look at, this is what I found.
We need one of those, yeah.
I hope everyone had an amazing Mother's Day and that you were treated like a queen. Do you wash your muslin before using? I think if you're going to wash everything. If you're not going to wash, don't wash anything. So I used to, like when I brought, fabric home, I used to wash everything and then I would iron everything. I do not have the time for that. So I don't wash anything. And then when I wash the whole thing all at once. So, yeah, I think that's kind of my rule of thumb. We understand will not be perfectly done. None of it's looking so much better though. And
it's like it's transformed.
And I got a chance to like all my, I had patterns everywhere. Oh, Michelle, I found that pattern, but of course I didn't bring it in. I was looking for a pattern for Michelle and I spent like, 15 minutes looking for it and I couldn't find it. Now I organized, like that's the kind of stuff. I don't want to rush through it because I want to do it and I want to do it right. I put all my bag patterns all together, all my quilt patterns all together, all my apparel patterns all together. So it's nice because I was like, I found.
And you had a place to store them.
Well, that was still like anyways, it's going to be amazing once it's all done. And I did get like a whole bunch of stuff that just moved out. I was like, I don't need that anymore. I don't need that container. Everything got pushed out. So, it's something that needed to be done. Patrick needs to come fix your washer. He is good at fixing stuff though. I mean, my kids, when you look at like when they were little and they had to do things in elementary school where they wrote like my kids would always just write my mom's the best cook. For things for Patrick, they always said my dad can fix anything. Can I have that? My dad can fix anything, and he kind of can. So, all right. What else?
So let's talk about just what's going on in the store, classes, etc. Let's talk about the next couple of weeks too. So in 2 weekends, I think it's 2 weekends, is Memorial Day. We are observing the holiday, so we will be closed that Saturday. And then we're going to be doing a bunch of clearance stuff and machine stuff, demos.
For the quilt show?
For the quilt show.
Okay, so we are not doing the quilt show, but we're going to do stuff here from the store. Yeah, so we need to put together an itinerary. And what are we going to do? Are we going to like just demo
I think we'll do live demos and live deals.
Okay.
And because like everything but the 10 needle and the luminaire can be purchased online. And like I'm going to figure some stuff out.
And we'll do some crazy deals?
Yes. We're always doing crazy
deals. But are they like, but we can ship stuff?
We can ship anything but the luminaire and the 10 needle, and I need to figure out.
Perfect. And you know Patrick can work a deal for you.
Like, and for those of you that are planning to come to the show, like if you are coming to the show,
come to the store.
It'll be worth coming to the store.
Yeah, come into the store. And
is that like part of what our plan is like inventory reduction too?
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, we need to clean our store the way we clean, well, Jeannie cleaned her sewing room.
Which I still like. Sage goes, she goes, you don't need this in here. And then she picked out like a pair of like literally ski goggles from when the kids were like 10. Because I couldn't get rid of them. I'm like, who can I give these to? I literally sound like I say the same things they say in Hoarding.
She watches that show and she's like, I say those same things.
Patrick. I say, because you know how the cleaning people try to get rid of stuff. And when Sage grabbed those and like grabbed them to take them out of the room, my first thought was like, don't touch that. Like, leave that. And I was like, what is wrong with me? I literally wanted her to like leave them, that I was going to deal with them because I need to find the perfect person to give them to. And
she's been waiting for that perfect person for like 7 or 8 years. I
forgot they were even there. We should just give them. Maisie can use them, right? Yeah. Yeah. So there's like that end kind of got redone, but there's still stuff. It's really, I don't know if you guys are like this. I'm really attached to my stuff.
I, at one point, told Jeannie that, like, after a couple of years of owning the store and having been in many sewing rooms, I said to Jeannie, I go, I think sewers are hoarders. And she goes, we're not hoarders, Patrick. We're collectors.
So, because you've been in lots of sewing rooms.
I've been in probably 150 sewing rooms, and
I'm not the only one.
Every single one of those sewing rooms. Some of them are much more organized than yours, but I walk into them and I just go, oh my God, like, look at this stuff. I mean, we have very few customers. We have a couple of customers that are like, I will not buy new fabric until I use the fabric that I've already purchased.
There are some of you out there.
And that, I think is commendable.
Yes.
As a retailer, I love all you hoarding ladies too.
Yeah.
She who dies with the most fabric wins. Isn't that the statement?
Yes. And that's not just, I know a lot of you can relate to that, right? So yeah, but it is I think you'll see my sewing room too. There's like other things that I do. So
You found some really cool pictures and stuff
we
too.
did. We found it's hard to let go.
Could I see your glasses?
Yeah, I mean, I had stuff in my sewing room. Like it was something that Violet had painted when she was like in fourth or when she was probably like maybe 8. What do I do with that? Like, what do you do with kids' art?
Some of her art's really cool.
I said to her, I go, I'm going to get rid of this. I go, do you want it? And she was like, well, what am I going to do with it? Like, what do you do with your kids' art? So some of it I've kept. There's like some, and I was pulling things out like letters. Kai, my son, writes the most heartfelt letters, and
his letters are like
since he was
so
little.
Beautiful.
Like they're just like his heart just spilling out on paper. What do you do with those? Right? And I found, you know what I found that was the funniest? And I don't know if it's the funniest. I found a love letter from Patrick. And the front of the card said, let me count the ways. And then it was like poetry. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. I was like, you know, it takes you back. Because I don't get love letters like that anymore.
There are a lot of things that don't happen like that anymore.
Anyways.
So what is happening this week? What classes are on the calendar?
That's a good idea. Okay, Spoonful of Sugar. Sunshine. Yes, Spoonful of Sunshine is happening tomorrow, and that's going to happen from 9 to 3:30. We'll send you a reminder email with the Zoom link. I have you know what? I need to set one up. I need to. Yes, and I think I'm full for that. But I will set up a Surger 2 class next week for my out-of-towners. Because let me make myself a note and we'll set that up.
And I think tomorrow afternoon I have to do some deliveries in the afternoon, and so I think I'll probably leave the store around like 3 or something.
Your calendar email says it started at 10:30. See, I'm confused. Are we talking about Number one, look at the time zone, and it's on our calendar for tomorrow. So there's no. Oh, are you talking about Miss Cindy? Are you talking about
the embroidery class?
No, because she's not in that. The Spoonful of Sunshine's 9 a.m. to 3:30, and it's going to be on Wednesday the 17th. And I don't think there's any other way it could have gone out for the calendar email. Did I?
But first of all, who's Cindy who?
Lehman.
All right.
I don't think it could have gone up for any other time because it's automated from Google and there's nothing. Phone says it started at 10:30. Check your email. Check your time zone.
No, that's the last one. She's looking at the one from the butterfly tool pouch that did start May. Last Friday at 10:30. She hasn't gotten the one for tomorrow yet.
Yeah, I don't think anything has gone out for.
This was May 5th, 10:30 to 12:30. That was a digital dealer.
Were we talking about digital dealers, Cindy? That happened
May 5th.
Yeah, a while ago. Anyways, if you sign up for a virtual Kimberbell class and can't attend at the time, yes, you will have access to everything. So the class is recorded and then we upload it and we'll send it to you. So don't worry about that. And we'll send out the recorded videos too, because we have recorded videos as well.
This is driving me nuts. So
Michelle, can you create? Is there a Facebook group for Spoonful?
I don't know.
So we'll create Michelle will create a Facebook group for Spoonful of Sunshine. We'll put in the pre-recorded videos, so those will go in there.
So we need to do the giveaway because
it's
Tuesday, and so let's talk about the giveaway. So first and foremost, it was Mother's Day. So Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So we are giving away.
It is tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow, and it'll be 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know where the 10:30 comes from. Okay, we're giving away this thread set. So this is Marathon Thread. It's set B. It is there's the 50 most popular colors, and then this is the second 50 most popular colors. So if you have all of those great colors and the main colors, the red, the yellow, the black, the royal blue, this is going to be its next 50 most popular colors. So it'll be a great addition to anyone's sewing room.
It would be the 51st through the 100th colors.
Yes, it'll be that.
Yes, that. So our question was, give us your favorite stories about your mother or your favorite sewing memories about your mom.
And there were so many wonderful ones, and I hope it was nice kind of taking a stroll down memory lane, because they were really, really sweet. A lot of people made Barbie clothing. A lot of people had Vicky Smith.
Our winner is Vicky Smith. My mom never had time to sew, taking care of 7 children, but she was always there for me if I ever had questions in what I was sewing. Between my mom and grandmother assisting me here and there, it was so fun learning tips and tricks from them.
Congratulations, Miss Vicky. We will reach out to you and figure out how you want this sent. And yeah, that's dedicated to all our great sewist moms and grandmothers and aunts and daughters and all those wonderful people that we have.
And it's like a worthwhile read. Like, I love these questions and these answers because they're so
personal.
They're so sweet.
Yeah. So, you ready to get started for the day?
I mean, I have to be. Was there anything else that you had to talk about?
No, I think we're good. The IQ class. Yes, the IQ. So, if you haven't taken them yet, there's an IQ class. I'm so sorry because I moved it and then I moved it back because I was confused. But there is a IQ designer class. The upgrade class is on the 14th, right? And the IQ designer class is on the 15th.
Hold on, let me look.
Do we know Vicky? Is that?
I will check and see which one. So the upgrade class is on the 14th and the IQ designer class is on the 15th. And if I moved you and then moved you back, it should be settled now. But and not anyone can take those, but those are going to be for the Luminaire and the Solaris.
I'm to get them today. So and I'll reach out. Will I be able to do the butterfly class?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and those are included. So Asuli, we can get you signed up for all those classes. And if you didn't get your machine through us, then you can just go online and you can sign up for those.
So
oh, I get it. I see where the 10:30. So yes, it was. Sorry about that. It is going to start at 9 o'clock. So I see what you're saying. So I'll go ahead and make that change. We like to start it earlier for the East Coast people. And that way they're not going to be in class until 7. So that's we're doing the class is going to be 9 o'clock to 3:30 and not going to be from 10. Thank you for showing that to me. So now I know what we're talking about. Yeah, I've product to show you tomorrow. We're going to get, as per Patrick, we're going to get that video done. We got to get to work. I have a lot to do so we can get home and get to work there too. So have a great day. Be creative. Make something absolutely incredible. We will see you tomorrow. And yeah, congratulations, Vicky.